Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. In the previous video, we were discussed about what are the acid, what are the base, what is the difference between the acids and the base, and how we can indicate the presence of the acid or base in a solution. Now dear student, in this video, we will discuss about the chemical properties of the acid and base with the help of the some activity. But dear student, before studying the chemical properties of the acid and base with the help of the activities, we can understand about the two important words about the acid, about the base, dilute acid or a dilute base, or concentrated acid or a concentrated base. So here a dilute acid contains only a small amount of the acid and the large amount of the water. So dilute acid means a content of the water in an acid is a very large compared to the acid. So dilute acid contains only a small amount of the acid and a large amount of the water, whereas concentrated acid, it is a very harmful to body. A concentrated acid contains a large amount of the acid and a small amount of the water. So understood what do you mean by the dilute acid as well as the dilute base? A dilute acid or a dilute base contains a small amount of the acid or base and a large amount of the water, and concentrated acid or a concentrated base, a concentrated acid or base contains a large amount of the acid or base and a small amount of the water. So dear student, let us start with the chemical properties of the acid and base. First chemical properties, how do acid and base react with the metal? Reaction of a acid or and base with the metal. So with the help of the activity 2.3, we understand how the acid and base react with the water. So dear student, the activities of this chapter you cannot do at home, right, because it is a very harmful to you, right? So the activity needs the teacher's assistance. You have to do this activity only the presence of the teacher, because the activities of the acid and base is harmful to you, right? So first activity we can understand how the acid and base react with the metal, how the reaction of the acid and base with the metal. So first of all, set a apparatus as shown in the figure. So set this type of the apparatus, take a one test tube, and in this test tube take a 5 ml of the dilute sulfuric acid. We take a dilute sulfuric acid. What do you mean by the dilute? You know, right? Dilute sulfuric acid, in that small amount of the sulfuric acid is there and a large amount of the water is there, right? So take a one test tube, it filled with the cork and this pipe passing through the soft solution. So dear student, set the apparatus like this, right? Now take a 5 ml of a dilute sulfuric acid in a test tube and add a few piece of the zinc granule on it, right? So take a 5 ml of a dilute sulfuric acid in this test tube, right, and add a few zinc granules, right? Now what do you observe on the surface of the zinc granules? On the zinc granules you will be observe a hydrogen gas bubbles, right, and pass this gas through this pipe delivery tube to the soft solution and we get a soft bubble filled with the hydrogen. So now take a burning candle near a filled bubble, right, you will appear a burning of the hydrogen gas with the pop sound, and this test is called the pop test. It is used to indicate the presence of the hydrogen gas in the test tube, right? So dear student, from this activity we can say that when the dilute sulfuric acid react with the zinc metal, zinc granules, right, it produce the hydrogen gas, right? So when the metal react with the acid, when the acid react with the metal, it produces salt and the hydrogen gas, right? Dear student, this you have to remember this activity. It will be asked in the examination. Explain the activity of the acid react with the metals or the acid react with the zinc, right, with the help of the figure. So dear student, you have to remember this activity with the help of the figure, how the acid react with the metal. So from this activity we can say that when the acids react with the metal, it produces a salt and the hydrogen gas. How we can know the presence of the hydrogen gas? If you take a burning candle in the path of the test tube, the hydrogen gas burnt with the pop sound, right? So this indicates that the hydrogen gas present in the test tube, right? So understand dear student, how the acid react with the metal, right? So when the acid react with the metals, it produces a salt and the hydrogen gas. Similarly, you can take the any of the acid, HCl, HNO3, CH3COOH, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, right, acetic acid, all the type of the acid react with the zinc granules metal or zinc metal, it produces the hydrogen gas and the salt. So you have to remember this equation carefully. So dear student, remember this equation carefully, right? Acid react with the metal, produces the salt and the hydrogen gas. So with the help of this activity, first we take a dilute sulfuric acid react with the zinc granule, right? Then we take a hydrochloric acid with the zinc granule. So hydrochloric acid, the chemical formula of the hydrochloric acid is the HCl plus zinc. We get the ZnCl2 salt plus hydrogen gas. So here you need to balance this chemical equation, right? How to balance chemical equation you have studied in the chapter number 1. So see the video of the chapter number 1, how to balance the chemical reaction. So here the hydrogen gas H2, so we place a 2 here. So in the both the side, in the reactant and the product, the number of molecules are same. So here 2 HCl plus Zn gives the ZnCl2 plus H2. So see both the side, here hydrogen is 2, here also the hydrogen is 2, zinc only one atom, and chlorine is 2 chlorine on this reactor. In the product we found a 2 chlorine. So understand dear student. So first hydrochloric acid react with the zinc, produce the zinc chloride ZnCl2 plus H2. Similarly, second we take a nitric acid HNO3 react with the Zn, produces the zinc nitrate ZnNO3 twice and hydrogen gas. Similarly, in this activity we take a sulfuric acid. What is the chemical formula of the sulfuric acid? Yes, chemical formula of the sulfuric acid is a H2SO4 react with the zinc, produces the zinc sulfate ZnSO4 and the hydrogen gas. Similarly, acetic acid CH3COOH react with the Zn, produces the CH3COO twice Zn plus hydrogen gas. So you have to remember this, all the chemical reaction occurs with the metal. All the acid react with the metal, produces a salt and the hydrogen gas. Now dear student, we will understand how the base react with the metals, right, with the help of the activity. Activity number 2.4. Place a few pieces of the granule zinc metal in a test tube and add a 2 ml of the sodium hydroxide solution. Here sodium hydroxide, we know that sodium hydroxide is a base. So take a zinc metal, granule zinc metals in a test tube and add a few 2 ml of the sodium hydroxide solution and warm the content of the test tube. Repeat the rest of the step of the activity 2.3 and record your observation. So dear student, here also when the base react with the metal, it produces the salt and the hydrogen gas. So dear student, remember this equation. When the base react with the metals, it produces the salt and the hydrogen. So from these two, we can say that when the acid or base react with the metal, it produces the salt and the hydrogen gas. Similarly, for this activity, sodium hydroxide, if we take a sodium hydroxide, the chemical formula of the sodium hydroxide is a NaOH and Zn, right, is a zinc. So NaOH react with the zinc, it produces the Na2ZnO2, right, and a hydrogen gas, sodium zincate, right. Not all the base we get this type of the sodium zincate. For the different base we get the different salt, right. So when the base acid or base react with the metal, it produces a salt and the hydrogen gas. So how we can examine the presence of the hydrogen gas in the test tube? So with the help of the pop test, we can examine the presence of the hydrogen gas. So what is the pop test? When a burning candle is brought near a test tube containing the hydrogen gas, it burns with the pop sound, and this test is called the pop test, and it is used to examine the presence of the hydrogen gas. So dear student, understand how the acid and base react with the metal. Acid and base react with the metal, produces a salt and the hydrogen gas. And how we can examine the presence of the hydrogen gas? How we can know the presence of the hydrogen gas? With the help of the pop test. What is the pop test? When a burning candle is brought near a test tube containing a hydrogen gas, it burns, hydrogen gas burns with the pop sound, and this test is used for the to know the presence of the hydrogen gas in the test tube. So now dear student, we understand the second chemical properties of the acid and base. How do the metal carbonates and the metal hydrogen carbonate react with the acid with the help of the activity? Activity 2.5. Take a two test tube, label them A and B. Take a two test tube, take about a 0.5 gram of the sodium carbonate. The chemical formula of the sodium carbonate is a Na2CO3 in a test tube A. So take a sodium carbonate Na2CO3 in a test tube A and a sodium hydrogen carbonate NaHCO3 in a test tube B. Now add 2 ml dilute HCl in both the test tube, and what do you observe? Pass the gas produced in each case through a lime water, that is a calcium hydroxide solution as shown in the figure 2.2, right, and record your observation. So take a first test tube A contains the Na2CO3 sodium carbonate. Now add a hydrochloric acid on the sodium carbonate HCl, that is a one type of the acid, hydrochloric acid, enough. And what you observe? You observe that the gas will be produced on that, and now this gas passes through the sodium calcium hydroxide solution. What you observe? So what gas is produced by reaction with the metal carbonates and the metal hydrogen carbonate with the acid, right? So in that case you observe that the carbon dioxide gas will be produced, released when the metal carbonates and the metal hydrogen carbonate react with the acid. So dear student, here when the metal carbonates Na2CO3, right, sodium carbonate Na2CO3 react with the hydrochloric acid, it produces the salt, water and the carbon dioxide gas. Similarly, in the test tube view, sodium hydrogen carbonate NaHCO3 is there. When the NaHCO3 react with the hydrochloric acid, it produces the salt, water and the carbon dioxide gas. Now when this carbon dioxide gas passes through the calcium hydroxide solution, you observe that the calcium hydroxide solution converted into calcium carbonate and the water, right? And the solution of the calcium hydroxide becomes a milky. So understand what type of the reaction occurs with the metal carbonate and the metal hydrogen carbonate react with the acid. So reaction occurs during this activity. In a test tube A, the sodium carbonate Na2CO3 solid, when we add a hydrochloric acid HCl solution, aqueous solution of the hydrochloric acid in a Na2CO3. So Na2CO3 react with the HCl, gives the salt NaCl, water, H2O and the carbon dioxide gas. Similarly, in the test tube B, we have a sodium hydrogen carbonate NaHCO3. So NaHCO3 react with the HCl, gives the salt NaCl, water and the carbon dioxide gas. Now when this carbon dioxide gas passes through the lime water, that means a sodium hydroxide solution, right? CaOH twice. So remember this formula. Lime water, chemical formula of the lime water is a CaOH twice, right? Calcium hydroxide react with the carbon dioxide gas, it produces the CaCO3, calcium carbonate, that is the white precipitate, right? Or we can say that the solution becomes a milky and the water. So understand, when the sodium metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate react with the acid, it produces a salt, water and the carbon dioxide. Now when this carbon dioxide pass through the lime water calcium hydroxide solution, the solution of the calcium hydroxide becomes a milky, so it converts into the CaCO3 calcium carbonate and the water. So dear student, here the lime water test is used to know the presence of the carbon dioxide gas in the test tube. So on the passing the carbon dioxide gas through the lime water, that is a calcium hydroxide. So remember the formula of the calcium hydroxide, lime water. What is the chemical formula of the lime water? CaOH twice plus CO2 gives the CaCO3 twice plus H2O. So the solution of the calcium hydroxide lime water becomes a milky. On passing a more excess carbon dioxide, reaction take place, Ca3O3 twice plus H2O plus CO2 gives the CaHCO3 twice, right, which will soluble in the water, and the solution of the lime water becomes a milky. So dear student, let us take the summary of this activity. What you know, when the acid react with the metal carbonates or metal hydrogen carbonates, it produce the salt, carbon dioxide and the water. So remember this one. So metal carbonate react with the acid, produces a salt, carbon dioxide and the water. For example, metal carbonate, sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 react with the HCl, sodium carbonate, Na2Cl3 react with the hydrochloric acid HCl, it gives the salt NaCl, H2O water and the carbon dioxide. Similarly, metal hydrogen carbonate or metal carbonate bicarbonate react with the acid, produces a salt, carbon dioxide and water. So NaHCO3 sodium hydrogen carbonate react with the HCl, produces the NaCl salt, carbon dioxide CO2 and the H2O water. So remember this, and you need to balance each and every reaction in the chemical property. How to balance the chemical equation you were study in the chapter number 1. So now dear student, we will understand how do acid and base react with each other. How the acid and base react with each other, that is called the neutralization reaction also, right? So activity number 2.6, take about a 2 ml of the dilute NaOH solution in a test tube and add a 2 drop of the phenolphthalein solution, right? what is the color of the solution? The color of the solution becomes a pink. When we add a phenolphthalein solution on the base, the color of the solution becomes a change. Now add a dilute HCl solution to the above solution drop by drop, right? So now when add a dilute solution of the HCl in the drop by drop, right, is there any color change of the reaction mixer? So when we add a mixer, why did the color of the phenolphthalein change after addition of the acid, right? So when the acid react with the phenolphthalein, the color of the phenolphthalein will be changed. Now add a few drop the NOH to the mixer, above mixer. Does the pink color of the phenolphthalein reappear? Yes, the phenolphthalein pink color of the phenolphthalein reappear, right? So why do you think this happen? So when you observe that the effect of base is nullified by the acid and the effect of the acid is nullified by the base. So when the acid react with the base, it produces the salt and the water, right? Remember this formula, and this reaction is called the neutralization reaction. Remember this, when the acid react with the base, it produces the salt and the water. So remember this type of the reaction is known as the neutralization reaction, right? Here the NaOH is a base. When the NaOH, when we add a hydrochloric acid in the NaOH, is nullify the effect of the acid or a base. So it produces the NaCl salt and the water H2O, right? Understand how the acid and base react with each other? The acid and base react with each other, produces the salt and the water. The acid and base nullify the effect of each other, right? So now next chemical property is a reaction of the metallic oxide with the acid. How the metal oxide react with the acid? Activity number 2.7. Take a small amount of the copper oxide. Here the copper oxide is a metal oxide in a beaker and add a dilute hydrochloric acid slowly while stirring, right? Add a slowly dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid and stirring the solution, not the color of the solution. What has happened to the copper oxide? Here the copper oxide, the color of the solution becomes a blue green and the copper oxide dissolved, right? So the blue green color of the solution is due to the formation of the copper chloride in the reaction. So when the metal oxide react with the acid, it produces the salt and the water. So here the copper oxide, the color of the copper oxide is a green and it becomes when the copper oxide react with the acid, the color of the copper oxide becomes a blue green due to the reaction with the acid. So when the metal oxide react with the acid, it produces the salt and the water. So we can write the chemical formula CuO plus acid HCl, it produces the like this reaction of the metal oxide with the acid. So metal oxide with the acid react produce the salt and the water, like copper oxide CuO plus HCl gives the CuCl2 copper chloride plus H2O water. So here the blue green color of the solution because of the formation of the CuCl2 copper chloride, right? So metal oxide are said to be a basic oxide because they are give a salt and the water on reacting with the acid, right? So this type of the question will be asked in the examination. Why the metal oxide are called the basic oxide? Because it produces the salt and the water. So here the metal oxide react with the acid, produces the salt and the water, right? Similarly, reaction of the non-metallic oxide with the base. So non-metallic oxide with the base produces the salt and the water. For example, CaOH twice, calcium hydroxide, react with the CO2, it produces the CaCO3 and H2O. So dear student, understand all the chemical properties of the acid and base. So let us summarize all the chemical properties of the acid and all the chemical property of the base, reaction of acid and the reaction of the base. So here first one is the acid react with the metal carbonate, produces the salt, carbon dioxide and water. So acid react with the metal carbonate, produce a salt, carbon dioxide and water. Similarly, acid react with the metal, produces a salt and the hydrogen gas. The acid react with the metal hydrogen carbonate, produces salt, carbon dioxide and the water. Acid react with the metallic oxide, produces a salt and the water. And acid react with the base, that is called the neutralization reaction, produces a salt and the water. So these all are the chemical properties of the acid. Now what are the chemical properties of the base? Chemical properties of the base: base react with the metal, produces a salt and the hydrogen gas. Now how we can present the hydrogen gas produced in the reaction of the acid and base? The hydrogen gas produced in the reaction and with the acid and base can be examined with the help of the pop test, right? Now base react with the metal carbonate, there is no reaction of the base with the metal carbonate. Similarly, base react with the metal hydrogen carbonate, the base cannot react with the metal carbonate as well as the metal hydrogen carbonate. Similarly, base react with the acid, that is the neutralization reaction, produce a salt and the water. And base react with the non-metallic oxide, produces a salt and the water. So dear student, understand all the chemical properties of the acid and base. Thank you very much for watching my video.